What if you believe your health insurance has you fully covered, only to realize during a medical emergency that it's not enough? You assumed you were financially protected, but then the hospital bills start piling up. Suddenly you're forced to dip into your savings, take out loans, or even liquidate investments just to pay for medical expenses you thought were covered. This is the harsh reality for many people who don't have a super top-up plan. Health insurance alone isn't enough anymore. Medical costs are skyrocketing, and a single hospital stay can wipe out years of savings. A super top-up plan ensures that no matter how high your hospital bills go, you're never left struggling to pay out of pocket. It acts as a financial backup, stepping in when your base health insurance reaches its limit. Yet, most people only realize its importance when it's too late, when they're already facing a financial crisis. Imagine this. You have a Rs 5 lakh health insurance policy. You think it's enough. Then a medical emergency strikes, and the total bill comes to Rs 12 lakhs. Your insurance covers Rs 5 lakhs, but what about the remaining Rs 7 lakhs? Without a super top-up plan, you'll have to pay it yourself. But if you had a super top-up plan with a Rs 5 lakh deductible, the remaining Rs 7 lakhs would be covered, saving you from financial disaster. Most people don't know the difference between a regular top-up plan and a super top-up plan. A regular top-up plan only covers expenses when a single hospitalization exceeds the deductible amount. If you have multiple smaller hospitalizations, it won't help. A super top-up plan, however, adds up all your medical expenses in a year. Once your total medical bills cross the deductible limit, the super top-up kicks in. No matter how many hospitalizations you've had, think of it like a two-layer shield. Your base health insurance covers expenses up to its limit. Once that limit is exhausted, instead of you paying from your pocket, the super top-up takes over. It's the most cost-effective way to significantly increase your coverage without drastically increasing your premiums. Many people make the mistake of choosing the wrong deductible for their super top-up plan. The deductible should match your base health insurance coverage. If you have a Rs 5 lakh base policy, your super top-up deductible should also be Rs 5 lakh. That way, your base policy covers the first Rs 5 lakh, and any costs beyond that are taken care of by your super top-up plan. Choosing a deductible that's too high just to lower your premium can leave you underinsured when you actually need the coverage. Another key mistake is ignoring waiting periods. Many super top-up plans have waiting periods of 2 to 4 years for pre-existing conditions. If you wait too long to buy it, you may not be able to use it when you need it most. Planning early ensures that by the time you need the coverage, the waiting period is already over. Medical inflation is rising fast. What seemed like a sufficient health insurance policy 5 years ago is nowhere near enough today. A Rs 5 lakh policy in 2015 might have covered major expenses back then. But today, Rs 5 lakh is barely enough for a single major surgery in a private hospital. This is why super top-up plans are essential. They future-proof your health coverage and ensure you're not left vulnerable to ever-increasing medical costs. Choosing the right super top-up plan isn't just about low premiums. It's about finding a policy that actually works when you need it. You should look for policies that have no restrictive sublimits on room rent or specific treatments, cover daycare procedures and critical illnesses, have a strong network of cashless hospitals for seamless treatment, offer hassle-free claim processing with a high claim settlement ratio. Many people wrongly assume young and healthy individuals don't need super top-up plans. But medical emergencies don't come with a warning. Accidents, sudden surgeries, and critical illnesses can happen at any age. If you buy a super top-up plan while you're young, you not only lock in lower premiums, but also clear waiting periods before you actually need coverage. Let's take an example. A client of mine, Rahul, had a Rs 5 lakh health insurance policy and believed it was enough. Then, a sudden health emergency required multiple surgeries over a year, and his total medical expenses hit Rs 15 lakh. because he had taken my advice and added a super top-up plan with a Rs 5 lakh deductible. His extra Rs 10 lakh in bills was completely covered. He didn't have to dip into his savings or take on debt. That's the power of a well-structured health insurance strategy. Now think about what would happen if you don't get a super top-up plan. Imagine being in a medical emergency, watching hospital bills climb higher and higher, and realizing your insurance won't cover it. What would you do? Pull money from your savings? Liquidate investments? Take a loan? The cost of not having a super top-up plan isn't just financial. It's emotional stress, panic, and the burden of figuring out how to pay when you should be focusing on recovery. The worst part? It's completely avoidable. For a fraction of what you'd pay out of pocket, you can ensure your hospital bills are covered. No matter how high they get, medical costs will continue to rise. You can either prepare for them now or risk financial stress when a medical emergency strikes. A super top-up plan is not an expense. It's a shield that protects you from medical debt and financial instability. It allows you to increase your coverage significantly without paying excessively high premiums. If you're serious about protecting yourself and your family from unexpected medical costs, you need to act before you need it. Once you're hospitalized, it's too late to get coverage. The best time to buy a super top-up plan was yesterday. The second best time is today. If you want personalized guidance on choosing the best super top-up plan for your needs, I invite you to join my exclusive WhatsApp community. Inside, I share real-time insights, expert advice, and step-by-step strategies to help you pick the perfect health insurance coverage without overpaying or missing critical benefits. Click the link in the description and join now to secure your financial future. Medical expenses shouldn't be a financial burden. Let's make sure you and your family